Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So welcome to the second part of our lecture video on referencing. So this is the continuation of our first video, wherein I have also discussed what are the guidelines in referencing, no, what are quotations. So this afternoon we will be discussing paraphrasing, no, and summarizing. And then you'll finish the entire slide, 68 slides, so that you can have something to watch while I am not around, no, since of course I will not be having my synchronous classes next week due to my preparation for my final defense. That is why I am recording my lecture videos in advance. So I will now share my screen with you. If you could recall, last time we have discussed referencing. No? What is the benefit of referencing? How do we reference? So we are at the part wherein you do summarizing and paraphrasing. So when we do summarizing and paraphrasing class, it's more on um, altering the original text so that it sounds like you are referencing another author. Like for example, according to the study of Adam or according to the study of Smith, it was presented in his study that, so Marcia, i-paraphrase mo so that it may sound like you are referring to the original author and you are not just copying the original text. So others do this when they have their literature review. Okay, so recent national reports have described a significant shortage of artists as well as short or long-term methods to address the issue. So we also have an example. Flynn claims that there is a shortage of artists at a nationwide level, which government has dealt with by means of short and long-term plans. So giparaphrase ni mo siya, the original thought is still there, no, but you made it sound like you are referring to the original author who made, no, or who has written this article or this phrase. So when do we use summarizing and paraphrasing class? First, you need to start with your own words and not the original text. Like for example, instead of the study presented that 48%, and abi, if you're going to start with your own word, it would sound like, according to the study of Medlick, it was stated that 48%, or it was stated in his findings that 48%, etc., etc. So, muna dayon na. Explain only the main ideas. Now, although, namaman na siya ang purposeful task when we summarize, kung taas gani kayo ang article, no, and we need to cut it down, just read and get the main idea, and then, ikaw na bahala mo interpret. Reduce it so that it is shorter than the original text, and at least you're not exactly copying, no, from the original text. So this is helpful when describing different authors' views on a topic, providing research evidence to support your writing, and always acknowledge the original source. Even if you have mentioned there, nga, according to the study of Medlick, always provide a citation so that the readers may be able to identify which is which, no, which is your original idea and which is the idea of the author or other researcher. Ano ko ang ring light. Okay, so another example of summary. So there is much anecdotal evidence from academic staff, learning support staff, and students that mature age students study differently compared with younger students. Students' age has been found to be a factor in students in study success. Comparing older and younger students, Hong reported that a higher level of study habits and skills and motivation amongst older students. In a similar comparison, Owens reported that, so nag-paraphrase ka, nagamit ka og imong kaugalingon nga words, no? So instead of just saying um in a similar comparison, or for example, there is a higher level of study habits and skills and motivation amongst older students. Dayon, names author. So gi-paraphrase nimo siya, nag-start ka with your own words. So according to the study of Hong, or in comparison, Owens reported that No, so Honks reported or presented in his study. So mara siya og imuhang kaugalingon nga words and then followed by the paraphrase na nga original text from the other author. Okay, next, is this referencing okay? Working in teams has many advantages and disadvantages. Advantages include such things as, in contrast to these potential benefits, working in teams may have disadvantages such as disadvantages are most obvious when conflict arises. So medyo taas kayo no, and very complex kay siya basahon. So it's not okay, no? Because the last sentence comes from the source and let the reader know that the source where the source from the very beginning pa lang nga mosulat ka sa imong reference. So to correct that, you have according to Jones 2001. So gipabalo na nimo da ano nga mo ni ang una, no, mo ni ang source kay gibutan nimo siya sa pinakauna dili sa last. Working in teams has the following advantages and disadvantages, no? So na-shorten na siya and na-summarize. And nag-start na ka with your own nga koan nga own words, no? So according to Jones, mo na dahil na siya. Pabala nimo nga gikan na kayo Jones na siya nga idea or a article. Or another example, Smith argues that, so you're using your own words because kung si Smith magsulat siyang paper, di ba siya musulat ani in the third person, no, talking about himself, no? Ang iharan is Smith argues that, or according to the study of Smith, no? So, kung ano siya, no, you're using your own words sa pinakauna and then sumpayan siya with the article or the rephrase na nga words na from the original text. Where would you reference in the following extract? So if you're going to read this entire article, so the source is Benner A and Alwash R 2002, where will you put the reference or the citation? The beginning or in the end? Okay. So when we provide references class, especially if dire no more than 3 authors sa usa ka paragraph, then always provide the citation kung asa na dapit iyaha nga idea. For example, kung ang gasulat sa most researchers attempt to isolate a single man cause of an accident that is inappropriate to. So for example, this is the idea of the other author. So ibutan nimo yung pangalan. Next na pod nga paragraph, lahi na pod ni siya nga author gikan. So ibutang nimo ang iyahang pangalan and date published. And then ang third nga paragraph, dili po na sa the same 2 authors. So lahi na po ni siya nga author. Provide the last name and the date published. Okay, true or false? I don't need to use quotation marks if I change a few words from the original. Is this true or is this false? Okay, that's correct. That is false, class, no? Dili ta mo koan. Even if nag-change ka ginagmay nga words, no, pero di siya na siya dapat pwede kay you will commit plagiarism and copyright infringement. So dapat butangan nila tag quotation mark. If wala quotation mark masking citation lang, like i-enclose sa parentheses ang name sa author and year published. So false, no, dili siya okay. So no quotation mark suggests the wording is yours. And in the first place, that is not yours. No, you're just borrowing that from someone else. So always put a quotation mark. If sa ato as a thesis class, dili lang ta magpa-quotation mark, pero magbutang lang ta og citation. Again, name sa author enclosed in a parenthesis. Changing a word here or there can result in accusations of plagiarism. So, sige buhaton if you would like to change the spelling or the word, or just do not change the original text. What you will do is just you will provide a bracket, square bracket beside katong text nga imong i-correct or imong usab, then iputang nimo da imong suggestion or, corrected word. Okay, let's now proceed to basic referencing systems in the text. We have different types of referencing class. We have Harvard, APA, and MLA, wherein gamake use sila of author and date no, in their citation. You also have numbering, which links to footnotes or endnotes, like in Oxford and Chicago. You have numbering, which links to the reference list, like for example, sa Vancouver style. So, hatag tag example sa APA, APA, MLA, no, na format, and Harvard. So, di ba katong in-text citation, nga sa in-text or within the text, you have to provide the name of the author with the date published, enclosed in a parenthesis. So, that is common in APA, MLA, and Harvard format. So, an example is, mo ni siya, last name of the author and year published. Now, if tulo ka buok author's class within one paragraph, no, ang contribute ana nga idea. So, ang first author is i-enclose na mo siya sa parentheses together with the date published. Now, if it's the second ng citation, so na nasa gawas ang last name ni author followed by the parentheses no sa sa year published, and then same ra pud sa third na citation. Although no na ay uban like in Harvard and MLA, they required to have the page number. In APA wala lang. No, so kung ano siya class, just the last name of the author and the year published. That is for in-text examples using author and date, such as APA, MLA, and Harvard. Sa proceed to numerical, such as sa Chicago. So, number siya class, no? Parehas aning 2 and 3. Citations appear in the same places as for the author and date system. So, instead of the last name of the author and then the date, so numbers na siya in, that are used to identify which reference in the reference list came from. In this case, square brackets have been used around numbers. In other words, the numbers are written as superscripts to the text. So, for example, class ha, meaning sa numerical. So, diri class, no, naa ang number 2. Asam to mabalaan asa ni siya gikan nga source. So, moagto ka sa reference list katong murag bibliography style kaning ing ani. Okay. So, kung magamit kitag Chicago class, ang iyang kuha na is, na siya by number, like, 1, for example, pinakauna, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, imong i-trace pa, no, mas kuti ang numerical nga citation because, imo pang lantawon dito sa reference list, sa pinaka-end part sa paper, if kinsa ni siya nga source gikan. Kay, number man ni hatag. So, number 2 and 3 or number 2 ni siya nga reference kani nga paragraph. So akong mo scroll down ko mangita ko asa si number 2 nga reference niya. Sa pon mo ni si number 2 si United Nations. So mo ni ang ihang source ato kani siyang yang gisulat nga article. No, so mas kuti siya compare sa katong author and date nga mas dali ra i-trace. Okay. So you still have the same, no? Na ay ubad po nga numerical class nga has the name of the author but instead of the year published, just the numerical inside the bracket, no? So, mo ni siya mag numerical indication niya nga asa pangitawon ang complete niya nga original source. So, although nakabutan na diri ang name sa author without the year published, but you would like to know the complete name of the source, so you have to go to the reference list and find number 4 para mabasa nimo ang complete source kaning sa author. Same ra pon siya og function sa numerical pero kani with author na siya. Okay, how do we reference newspaper articles, organizations, or corporations? It's not all the type class that we will be getting our references from Google Scholar and academic journals. There will be times na, especially in our introduction, we will be getting it from newspaper articles or corporations. So treat the organization like an author. For example, Philstar. So instead of magbutang ka sa name sa author like Smith and then year publish. So i-replace nimo siya sa year sa organization because ang organization man ang ning publish atong article sa ilahang website. Like for example, no, Australian, wanna name sa lahang newspaper, or NHMRC, the name of their corporation, and then the year published. A recent report in NHMRC 2003 stated that same sa akong gibuhat sa DOT, no, ako ang gisite ang DOT kay sila may ang nihatag ato nga data or ni-publish ato nga secondary data. So instead of finding the name of the author, kitsa sila ang nisulat ato sa DOT, we can put the name of the organization or the corporation to replace the author. In-text reference. For a while sa class off sa ako ang cam. So in-text reference to websites. Use author and publication date or latest update. So if you do not know the author, then treat the organization as the author. For example, open ka sa website, ma'am, wala may author, ma'am. So, name na sa organization. If gikan na siya sa DOT nga page o DOT ibutang. If gikan siya sa ABS-CBN nga page, walay author o ibutang dira ABS-CBN. Next, organization unknown, use the title of the web page as the author. If there is no author or if there's no name of the organization class, you can just get the title of the web page. Now, like for example, Course Hero is the name of the web page. So, mo na lang na imong ibutang as the author if there is no name of the organization or there is no author visible. Next, site not dated. So, for example, you do not know when is the date published of the article, then just place koan lang or just place ND, no, like for example, Smith, no? Magbutang ka og Smith parenthesis, ya wala siya date, so ND lang ibutang. It's an indication for no date. In the reference list, include date that you access the site as well the author, date, title of website, and URL. But in the 6th and 7th edition in the APA class, okay nagbahalag, wala kay ibutang ka, no saan mo nag-access na siya nga website, as long as you just provide the URL, and that is okay. Okay, let's now have another question. True or false? Introductions don't need references. So this is both true and false. Now, true when stating your thesis and outlining your essay and not drawing on authors. If magsulat ka sa imuhang introduction class nga wala ka kakuha og references from other authors, then that is true. You don't need references. But I highly encourage that you provide other sources in your introduction to make your introduction more comprehensive. So false, because if you do draw on authors or you get references from other authors, then you must acknowledge them. Let's now proceed to footnotes. Sometimes this is quite common, no? Especially in books. We don't use footnotes in a thesis paper, but in some books, especially if you're going to write your own book, pwede man, no? So in text, there will be a number next to the reference. At the bottom of the page, there will be the same number and name of the author, date, and details about the publication, and sometimes a comment by the author. What is nice about the footnote class? Unlike atong numerical nga referencing nga wherein sa in-text nga citation, number ra ang nakabutang and then you have to trace it to the reference list asa ni siya gikan nga source. Ang sa footnote is naara sa ubos. So footnote systems list sources used at the end of the work. So an example is this one class, di ba? Di ba kakamantay mo tong naa siya number, nagibutang sulod sa bracket, and then you have to go to the reference list, scroll down pa ka sa pinaka last page sa inyong paper to find asa ang iyang source based on the number nga gipakita, no? Imo po siyang itupo-tupo. Kung number 2 ni siya nga reference, agto ko dito sa pinakaulahi nga page sa libro, pangitaan ako ang reference list, and then pangitaan ako asang number 2 kay mo ni siya ang source gigamit ani nga paragraph. Now, in footnote class lahi, na siya sa ubos jud sa page, no? Dili na siya personal, mas mo okay pa ka. No, so for example, makita. Okay, nara. So, for example, number 1. So, asa man ni siya nga source gikan? Trace. Okay, mo ni ang number 1. Na siya gamay nga comment. Number 2. So, naaman ni quotation mark. So, nagkuha siya og sa lain nga researcher. So, asa man ni nato pangitaon? Trace. Oh, may number 2. So, the author who wrote kaning iyang gikuha nga quotation is from Walt Whitman. The title of the article is Specimen Days. Next, academic writing needs references in the text. A thesis paper is an academic paper, so you need to always have references in the text or citations and a reference list at the end, which is ako nang ipakita ninyo sa first video. Plus references in a list at the end of your work. So references in the text, mag-citation ta, no? Katong yung nakita dito, no? Katong give in close sa parentheses, and a reference list at the end of your paper. Katong i-arrange na alphabetically nga with complete sources na. So now proceed to compiling the reference list. So how do we compile a reference list? Include ang names sa author, family names, and initials. Do not just lang, no? Okay, rag dili nimo sulaton ang tibok full name sa author, just the family name. Na yun, comma, and then ilang initials. Name of the journal article, chapter or conference paper. Name of the journal book. So lahi pod ang journal article ha. Like for example, a journal article is study on potential of tourism development mo na ang article ang journal article, but the journal book, no, kaana siya, or the academic journal nga name is Journal of Tourism and Hospitality, so mo na ang iyang journal name. Date of publication, when was it published? Muhang basahon dira sa article, 2010. So 2010 ang iyang date of publication. Volume number for journals, but sometimes na okay ra bahala gulay volume number. Editor of the book if applicable. Publisher for books. So, ang publisher is, for example, Phoenix Publishing House. O, dila nag-publish ni siya nga book. Place of publication. So, asa lapit? No? Cebu City ba na siya gi-publish? No, so, that is only applicable for books. If it's a journal, article, then just the name of the journal. And then, link if it's from an online source. Okay, page number if book siya or article. So, you need to arrange them alphabetically. Like for example, what if duha ma'am, no? Burnett and Wishart. So asa man ang una? Arrange nila according to last name. So ang Burnett jud, no? So last name ang una and then arrange them alphabetically. Give you an example. O lang tawa kong reference list, gi-arrange na ko na siya in alphabetical order. Starting with letter A, then B, dayon C, so my example, Barry, and then a format, author's family name, initials, and year of publish. If duha ka author, Barry M. and Molyneux. So, i-arrange po siya according to alphabetical order kung duha sila. Kung more than two, you can make use of et al. Or among others. So, mo ni siya example sa mga author date citations class ha. So, anyway, in the concept paper na amon po example no, sa inyong references. So, pwede ra mo kalanta po example dito. Okay, if numerical, dili man kita mo kanog numerical class no, pero ang iyahang pamaagi is muuna ang kuan ang number, of course, arrange according to number, and the name of the author, Dayon, ang year published, wala pa na siya. So, name of the author and then name of the article. And then last na siya ang pinaka-last na ayahang date published. So, sa APA format or name and date, una jud ang last name sa author and then ang iyahang year published. Electronic source, same ra siya punto kung ipakita ninyo class. No, parehas man jud sila o plastada sa name and date class. Dayon butangan na jud nimo siya og retrieved from and then the link. So electronic magazine, same ra Japon. Please follow lang jud ta sa APA format, no. Dili lang ta mo adhere ani kay para uniform siya tanan regardless if it's from an electronic magazine, from an academic journal or from a website. Adhere lang ta tanan sa format katong akong gipakita ninyo APA nga wherein last name and then initials, enclose dayon ang date published sa parenthesis, and then title of the article if it's a journal, title of the journal sunod, dayon link. Okay, is there anything missing in the following text to date? Research has indicated that diversity among members in small groups can yield both benefits and costs. For example, Campion et al. Found that difference in member background and expertise either had no impact or decreased group effectiveness, depending on the criterion measures used. Magjuka and Baldwin found that within group diversity had positive effects on group performance. Unsa man ang nawala diri sa text? So mention of the names or author's names is not sufficient for reference to be complete. So nakulang ang years of publication, no? Campion et al. Ang gibutang. No, so if MLA iyahang kan wala po'y page number. If numerical, walay number kung asa siya pwede i-trace sa reference list. But if you're going to just focus on the APA format, which is author date system, walay year of publication nga nakabutang. And it was not enclosed in a parenthesis. Okay, find the mistake. Asa ang sayo pa ni? Oh, look at the author. Sa man ang sayo pa ni? Na siya date publish. Pero saan sayo? Okay, the mistake. Also, Elizabeth is not a family name. And kulang sa reference. No? So what is et al? Et al is Latin for and others and is generally used in in-text citation for more than two authors. So if you have three authors class, arrange them according to alphabetical. And ang katudang ibutang is ang kato pinakauna. Napag-arrange mo sa alphabetical, una si Blyus, so siya ang una and then et al na ang uban. Ang gani meme class nga, kuan daw, sa kadugay ko na mo sa paper, silang grupo, niya pag-graduate niya, et al ra ko na Japon ang iyong pangalan. No? So, naman na usahay magbutang-butag et al class kung taas ra kaayo. No? Like for example, 5 ka book authors ana no kay daghang nag-co-author pod. Nya kung imong sulaton tanan mas mutaas ang text no. So, na siya kalabanan et al na lang no. So, last name sa author, comma, et al. So, una, kung 5 sila, arrange sila according to alphabetical order. Ang pinakauna, mura ang isulat, et al na ang the rest. So how do we avoid plagiarism? Reduce the amount of direct paraphrasing you have to do as much as possible. You'll be using some of your words and then i-mix nimo with the original text. So rather, take notes wherever possible at a distance from the text, no? And make sure to always make use of your own words and cite properly. So develop questions for your assignment. What do I need to find out or check out? What are the key issues in this topic? It's not all the time class nga you have to copy everything. So instead, no, always think, no, always ask yourself, unsa naman siya ng mga importante nga mga research topics nga ako ang kwaon. Kani ba kung ako ani siyang kopyahon, magamit pa jud ako siya sa study. Kaya ang tendency mong good class, even if butang nag-conduct kag literature review, unya ang ending di ay class kay kuan di ay no dili din mo siya magamit and gi-copy pa jud nimo tanan no. So naka-commit ka og plagiarism. Not only that, Like for example, imbis gamay ra imong kwaon, no nya, you do not fully understand your topic or study. Masking gamay ra ta imong kwaon to further support your research or your literature review, gikopya nimo tanan no without knowing nga you have to read it first and understand, and mamili ra ka asa dira ang magamit nimo sa imong literature review, then imo na i-place sa imong research paper. Kung kopyahan nimo tanan, commit ra punta og plagiarism. So as you read, look for answers to your research questions. Write keywords in the margin or on a piece of paper for each relevant paragraph. Read the whole article before you write longhand notes. So again, basa sa jutta. We need to scrutinize the article first before inserting them or placing them in your research paper. Record information under research questions or headings after you have finished reading the article. So for example, natay as a topic of plagiarism has now reached endemic proportions and should be punished by automatic exclusion. And then discuss. So think of the following questions. What is plagiarism? Is it on the increase? Why do people plagiarize? And what types of penalties to reduce it? So just focus on those main questions, no, for it to help you no identify unsa ra ang mga topics or unsa ra ang mga words na sa research article that is found on the Google Scholar nga imo harang pilion. So usually ang ani ra sa taas sa kay siya. So since mo man ni ang imuhang study of plagiarism penalties, so mangita kag mga keywords ra. Okay, so long-term problem, repeated material, new method. So pagbasa ka, skim and scan ka, mangita ka dirag mga keywords nga duol kaayo sa katong mga research questions kay imuhang impose, no? So once nga it is present, that is the time na nga you can also use that or get some examples from it no nga ibutan nimo sa imong research paper. Okay. So what is plagiarism? Kuha ka diri gikan sa kani mga sources. Is it on the increase? Aning study ni Robinson Zanartso. So why do people plagiarize? So ignorance. So kanang mga ana nga examples. This is writing an essay paper now. You will not dwell on this one. I think we are on the end na gani sa research paper. Sa slideshow. So do not think cut and paste rada in writing an assignment. Always provide a reference. So cut and paste. Which quotes do I want to use? Only choose the quotes or let's say only choose articles and phrases nga magamit nimo sa imong study and do not copy everything. How many words do I need for the data? If I will be using only 500 words, then I will just limit to that. Thinking approach. What are the main issues I want to discuss? That will always be your question. What is my thesis or controlling idea? If you have a clear view on what is your research all about, then it's easier for you to identify unsa ang mga articles sa Google Scholar nga imuhang basahon ug imuhang kuan og mga ideas and quotations nga i-include nimo sa imuhang review of related literature. What will I say in this paragraph and how will I link it to the thesis and topic? So, muna siya ang sakto nga mentality class, no? If I were to read my review related literature as a reader, no, as a future researcher, unsa man ako mga expected nga words i-include dire, no? And how will this research paper nga akong gikopya sa uban, how will it link to my own topic? Kaya mas saan mo copy paste kas kayo nag nag-conduct jud kag research pero dili pod siya mo align with sa mo research topic mo same mang siya, then it's also useless. Okay? So that's it. So that ends my discussion on referencing. So please watch both videos for you to understand. Daghan pa ni siya. But this is more on ka naman good, no? Making an essay. So, katulad ta, focus at to ang mga different references. So, this is where I will end my lecture. Make sure to read both. Kuan ka, so both, no, not read both. Watch both videos so para mas klaro ang imuhang kuan, understanding sa referencing and how it is helpful in your research paper. Okay? So, thank you so much, everyone.